Hi, welcome to the session of Python. Let us understand what are we learning in this. So before I start the session of Python, let us understand why we need Python and what is the need of Python, which area it is required. Now, do I need to know Java before learning Python, or it is something similar or different than the Java? To understand all about this, let us step into our basic things what we are going to learn here. Why Python? So here in this we can say it is an interpreted high level programming language for general purpose of programming. This language is created by Guido van Rossum and it is released in 1990, but the basic activities of development of Python was already started in 1980 itself. Then on implementation level and the final version of Python came into picture by 1989 and released in 1991. Here we can say it's a fun of learning and implementing the program where as a developer you need not require to take more stress in developing the applications. Let us go with it. What it is exactly? This is one of the general purpose of object oriented programming and it is an interpreted application and it has high level programming with interactive way of application development. Now if we find any programming language, each and every language is having their core development on the basis of it where we can find it is designed. So ABC, Modula 3, C, C++, Algol 68, Smalltalk and Unix shell and other scripting languages are the base support for Python to say which is derived and implemented from these languages. So again we can say this is not like a structured programming like what we can find in C language or Java or C++. This is simply an unstructured programming approach only. What exactly we can find with is all its feature easy to learn, easy to read and maintainable and portable and extensible, supports for database programming like what it is done already in Java where even we can see the database level programming we can do it. Now your database is your choice whether you will use MySQL or you will use MongoDB or your choice of implementation. Then here what exactly I can say easy to learn and read is you can express concepts without writing an additional code. It means that simple way where you can handle your program, and we can say like code emphasizing is not much required where it is followed in the case of programming languages like C, C++ and Java. And the verbs, punctuations, what we're utilizing is almost as a general English keywords only, where you need not require to remember so many keywords to write the program. This is where it made the application as an easy to read and learn. Maintenance concept concerned. Paradigm of programming language like different what we're having there, it supports the paradigm of different programming languages and moreover we can say this can use structured and object oriented programming as a part of its support and even it is supported for the memory management as a dynamic, which is again where we can find the features in C, C++ we can call it as a data structure supported for dynamic memory management, the similar kind of approach supported for it to say it is a maintainable application. Now we'll see how it is portable and extensible. Like where we can say Java has JVM to say it is supported for the portability and independency of the platform. Python also has its own specific layer to implement where it is supported for many operating systems, and it is supported with the interpreter to run the code onto the specific platforms and tools accordingly what we install. And now here you can run the same code on different platforms without recompilation. This is where even we can find the feature of bytecode. Bytecode feature even you can avail in Python to use it, compile once and run anywhere, is again the feature of extensibility where we can find with it. As before we discussed about the availability of database support. When it comes to the picture of database, we can say it is a persistence. So persistency concept is given in Python where we can integrate database with it. And one more thing where you have to understand is about database configuration is not much required to be done by you in the programming side. That is much simpler and easier to handle the connection on database programming. Yeah, then where we can see here where the Python is used now, almost where we can find Instagram, YouTube, Spotify are all the different areas where they use Python for their application. Now we can say now it is widespread and available for different environments where we can use Python. Now it is again what we are finding here. And about learner, so do I need to learn Python? I'm just a fresher, do I need to learn it? Or I'm a developer, I need to learn the Python? Answer is Python supported for one major support, we can say supported for developing complex scientific numeric applications. What you're utilizing here is one part of it. So it is more process oriented than transaction oriented, we can say. And here designing with the Python feature is utilized for data analytics and visualization, and machine learning are the area where they use because of more process oriented applications we can design with it. But in order to write a script for the machine learning or data analytics, there is a need of a script. We can use Java or we can use Python or we can use any other language wherever they are required. Now according to the programming requirement and situation, if it is more logic oriented, then we prefer Python. Because we say that here it is more we are concerned with the process than transaction. When it is more transaction concerned, of course we can see Java, I can utilize it, because transaction oriented applications are not highly supported or available with Python. Rather than that, we can prefer Java. Like the differences where we can see who can use and where we can use in this. Machines where we can use Python or variant, where we can see different operating systems where they can use Python. Along with that, it is ported to the different languages. Now if I say Java, now Java or .NET, now in the latest version they are including the Python code for their application development because of the comfort, easy to handle, and with the less code I can give the high performance of the application where we can prefer it. So our main concept behind to say is about I want to implement the code with a less number of steps with high number of performance is all where we can expect the Python. Hope you understood it.